Doctor, before the break we were talking about sepsis. Just to follow that train of thought now to the end, is it your opinion that such a condition exists here? The court, again, as a general proposition? Plaintiff's counsel, I am asking as a general proposition, Your Honor, yes. Defendant's counsel, all the time or once in a while? The court, again, as a general proposition? Plaintiff's counsel, yes, sir. The court, I have no problem with the question. Defendant's counsel, may I, Your Honor? My only problem with the question is whether he is asking, does it happen all the time or happen once in a while? The court, the question speaks for itself. I will allow the question. Doctor, would you respond to it, please? What is your question again? I'm sorry, sir. Is it your medical opinion that when the condition recurs over a period of 15 or 20 years, it is more probable than not that it is going to turn into a pathological condition? Is that your opinion? It can. My question is, how often does that happen in your opinion when you come across it? The court, again, within the same parameters as the last question. Plaintiff's counsel, yes, sir. Defendant's counsel, respectfully object, Your Honor. The court, I will allow it. I have no idea of what percentage. To be detailed about it, is it your opinion, sir, that in the plaintiff's case, did he have sepsis in September of 2002 after he was admitted on the 19th? If he had what? Sepsis? Yes, sir. Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor, on the ground of lack of foundation. The court, he is asking his opinion. I will allow it. Plaintiff's counsel, just note my exception to some of what has been objected to. The court, you can respond if you can, doctor. Should I ask it again, doctor? Yes. Is it your opinion, sir, that Mr. Gaines had sepsis when he was admitted on September 19th, or he did not have sepsis? What is your opinion about that concerning Mr. Gaines? Defendant's counsel, respectfully object. The court, overruled. It was admitted as sepsis, yes. Is it your opinion, doctor, regarding Mr. Gaines, that at some point the sepsis turned into something else? First of all, it is a disease where the protein can lodge itself on the linings of the blood vessels, and particularly the linings of the kidney. Defendant's counsel, I object, Your Honor. I don't understand that answer. The court, counsel, that is not a valid objection. Objection overruled. Just as a matter of fact, aren't there two different types of such disease, a primary and a secondary, doctor? Yes, that's correct. And when the term secondary is used, it refers to the idea that it comes about as a result of another disease process. Defendant's counsel, objection, leading. The court, don't lead, counsel. It comes about as an inflammation of the glands that secrete fairly fatty tissue. Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor. This is all new to me. It is not within the four corners of the bill of particulars. The court, the objection is overruled at this time. Would it be correct to say that one of the reasons why medicine wants to try to stop chronic infection is that chronic infection can trigger disease? Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor. It is outside the witness's expertise. The court, I will allow it. Again, as a general proposition. Plaintiff's counsel, absolutely. The court, if he knows. It is just the other way around. The disease will trigger chronic infection. Are you aware, sir, of any treatment that was being used in 2002 applicable to this disease? No. Would you say, doctor, that in a case like this, withdrawn, when Mr. Gaines was in the hospital in March, is it correct that the WBC became normal with the treatment that he was receiving there? Defendant's counsel, when are we referring to? The court, the entire hospitalization, that is the reference. Defendant's counsel, this one or the March one? The court, the March one. Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor. We have been through all of this. It is repetitive, to say the least. The court, not only that, but it is too broad. Is it true that once the plaintiff got venous antibiotic therapy, it became extreme in early April after he was admitted to the hospital? The court, again, during that March admission. Plaintiff's counsel, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I believe that is in the record. Doctor, at that time, the doctor said in or about that time, we need to get a CT scan once he is stabilized. Correct? Correct. Defendant's counsel, Your Honor, objection, redundant. We have been all over this. The court, objection overruled. And he had a CT scan which examined the left thigh area. Is that correct? Correct. There are photographic indications, are there not, in the hospital record of actually how the plaintiff looked to the eye in March and in April? Yes. Correct? Correct. That photographic evidence, as far as you are concerned, accurately depicted what they say they show, that it is the patient at such and such time in March or April. Correct? As to what they said? In that record before you. Plaintiff's counsel, may I approach, Your Honor, the court? Sure. The photographs that are in this record, the ones that say they are 4/5, in your opinion, are they correct photographs of the plaintiff? Yes. In your opinion, does that show him as of March 27th? Yes. And they accurately depict how his skin and flesh looked to the naked eye? True? Correct. Doctor, is there a stickum on that photograph that says 3? Yes, there is. Displaying to the jury the CT, did you review this CT scan before you discharged the plaintiff from the hospital? The court, the scan or the report? Plaintiff's counsel, I'm sorry, Your Honor, the question was inartfully put. I meant to say the report. You did not yourself review the scan. You relied upon the radiologist who reported on it. Is that a correct statement? Yes. Was your first impression that there was further loss of bony structure? Yes. That is, bony structure of the sacrum involving primarily the left side? Correct. Doctor, is it not true that there is no history that surgery ever removed the left thigh of the plaintiff's sacrum? Is there? Defendant's counsel, objection, Your Honor. We don't have all the records here before us to make that determination. Certainly, this witness has not been privy to all of that. What do you get there? What does your thing say it says? No, it is.
What?
What speed?
Oh, my software says it was 167.